Okay, so today's Tuesday, and we are going to be doing the super important sentences revision checkoff list. And what I decided to do is also put some examples over here. Remember, this is from the very first week that we did it, so the prompt for the examples on this side are different, but at least it will help make sure you're in the right place. So yesterday you should have done your graphic organizer saying, do you prefer summer, winter, spring, or fall? Remember, the prompt is telling you what you're going to write about. That is what you're going to write about. So yesterday, you should have written in that topic sentence, okay? Support your idea with the supporting details. So that's in these boxes. And then wrap it up with a closing sentence. Remember, this is from week 1. You guys are in week 4. But just looking at the different ideas. They're not super difficult. Now these are kind of boring, so they'll fix them. Make sure you're paying attention to your punctuation power. Then yesterday you should have turned that into sentences, which they did here. Now remember, it's a different prompt, and ignore Yuki. Yuki! So today you're going to put some editing marks in there, and I'm just going to show you on here kind of what it should look like. So you're going to check each sentence carefully, look at the each checkoff section and edit each section or sentence for that section. If you don't skip any steps and edit carefully, you will have a super paragraph. You might ask a buddy to edit your sentences, which we're going to do later in the week, but at the same time, you can still ask people to help you at this stage. So you're going to put a check mark above the first word in each sentence. Notice that's what they did here. Okay? They put a check mark above each word. Is the first word capitalized? It was here. They didn't here, so you notice they put 3 lines underneath it. If it's not, put the 3 lines underneath. It looks like that was the only one where the first word wasn't capitalized. So then you'll put an X there. Woohoo, you did it. Then you're going to put an X above the last word in each sentence. Okay, that's what they did here. There's an X. Okay, an X. Now they didn't put one there. Or let's see, they didn't put one there because there's a lot going on. Last word, last word, last word. And they did put it above, I think, because this is the example, and probably on their computer they couldn't stick it above because you wouldn't be able to see what they were writing. Is there an end mark? Is the end mark correct? Okay, remember I told you if there is an end mark already there, I want you to circle it. If there's not, I want you to put it in and then circle it. When you're done with that, put an X. Move to the next one, and if at any point, instead of watching this whole thing and then getting started, why don't you do it, pause me, do that that line, then push play when you're ready for the next one. We'll do it together. Pause it after I give you the instructions, do it, and that way, once you're done listening to this, you're done with your writing. Read the words between the check mark, the beginning word, and the X, the last word. Does each sentence make sense? So you're going to say, on the first day of school, I was thrilled and anxious. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. Okay, there's one here where they put awk, and that's for awkward because it says, I was scared of the work is hard. Does that make sense? Not really. Okay, it says, does each sentence make sense for each sentence, or does each sentence have a subject and predicate? So notice under here, they fixed it to say, I knew I would have to work hard to keep up with my assignments. And that makes sense. So after they changed it and they checked all the other sentences, they put an X. Now remember, yours is not about the first day of school. We already did that. Yours is about your favorite season. This is a opinion piece. Okay, then underline all proper nouns. Are all proper nouns capitalized? So we're looking, there aren't any here. Remember, we went over the fact that I is not a proper noun, it's a pronoun, but I should be capitalized. Okay, some of you are still struggling with that one. Now remember on here with the punctuation power, the name of the seasons, they are not proper nouns, so they should not be capitalized. Okay, so now one of the ones that we have questions about is mom and dad. If you say my mom, not capitalized. But if you say mom, like her name, like if you said, I said, Mom, where's my coat? You're calling her by her formal name, Mom. So in that case, it is capitalized. Yuki, he is a guard dog. When you're done with that, push an X. Then you are sure, very sure, every word is spelled correctly. Please put the SP circled editing mark above any word you are not sure about. So they went over here, they weren't sure how to spell anxious, so now they put it next to it because again, just the example on the computer, they couldn't do that. Okay, and then SP above friends, SP above field trip, SP. Now remember, it's very, very sure. If you're not sure, it may be spelled correctly, but you're not quite sure, stick an SP above it because it just reminds you to go back and check. Okay, I just had to pause it to go close the blind so Yuki would stop barking at everything walking by. Okay, so then you have not used any contractions. Remember, those are words like can't, shouldn't, won't. Remember, in formal writing, we say cannot, should not, will not. Okay, so we don't have those contractions in our writing, so put an X there. You've not used any conjunctions. You wrote simple sentences. This one, I am okay if you're not writing simple sentences. This program wants you to wait a little bit longer. But if you have conjunctions like and or but, so you connect two smaller sentences together, that's fine with me. So put an X there. This one you can have more complex sentences. Each sentence supports the topic sentence. Remember, the topic sentence should say, winter is my favorite season, or something like that. Then make sure that all 4 of those sentences support why winter is your favorite season. If you have a sentence about spring that has nothing to do with winter, that does not support your topic sentence. Okay, you're writing about one season. Then the punctuation power for this week was integrated into a sentence. So I should see at least one, probably more, stars where you did not capitalize the name of your season if it wasn't the beginning of a sentence or part of a proper noun like Winter Olympics. And then you have checked all grammar and punctuation for commas, quotations, the word your, and you are, there are. Remember, we don't say THEY''re because we need to put this in. So when you're done with that, put an X. You are done for today. Tomorrow, you will be turning those sentences into a paragraph just like they did here. Okay, but you are done for today.